Hello, my name is Cassandra Gonzalez and we're going to be going over Second Life, how to use it, and going over the lesson plan. So you have to download the app of Second Life and we're just going to wait for it to load. As you see, it's already downloading. And it's better to use an actual computer than a laptop, because if you use a laptop, it takes a little bit longer and it pauses. So right now, at the moment, I'm using a laptop because my computer got a virus. So it's loading already. So right here, you're going to put your username and the password. And then National University, so we can go to our final destination. And again, like I mentioned before, we had to wait for it to load. The program has to upload with all the images as well. Okay, so we're here. At first, it always takes to this little river. And as you can see, everything's still not loaded because we still have to wait. You can see everything, the image is kind of blurry. So we're going to walk. And this is my avatar. To get a closer look at my avatar, we can press the camera mode. We can zoom in and we can zoom out. So right here, you can actually take a closer look at your avatar. You can look at it through side when you're walking, or you can look at it through the front view. But I would rather choose a rear view. It's easier for me and for many people as well. So now we're going to look for our final destination, and you're going to see that you're on the right track when you see the class EDT 613. And you have the choice to fly as well to get to the destination. You press F and you press the front arrow, but we have to teleport right here. Let me get down. So you press the F again to stop flying. Okay. So you're gonna try to look for a treehouse. And again, like I mentioned before, you have to wait for the program to load. So it's more convenient when you have a laptop. So right here, as you can see, treehouse. And this is a treehouse that I made. And this is called the math treehouse and math domain. So we're going to go inside to view the lesson. So we're going to stop right, press the door to open it. So we press it as many times until the door is automatically open. So it's open. We're going to go inside to check out the tree house. Okay, so first we'll start with looking at the PowerPoint. We're going to kind of get a better view by backing up. And as you can see, we have to rotate the avatar by pressing the arrows. So we're going to press start in order for us to continue with our PowerPoint. So this is a PowerPoint that's decimals, and it talks about dividing with manipulatives and other forms to divide with decimals, easier way. So right here, today the fractions we will be looking at are called decimal fractions. and the students can do the examples as well. We're also going to learn how to read and recognize decimal numbers to the hundreds. That's one of the objectives. Writing decimals is a different way of writing fractions. Just like fractions, decimals also represent a part that is less than a whole. When writing a decimal numbers, you need to place numbers to the right of a decimal point. And these are some examples how they're placing the decimals to the right. So right here it gives us an example. This is the hundreds, the tens, the ones, and the tens and the hundreds. So 123 is a whole number. So again, it tells you the tens. So right here, when you want to use a base 10, you're going to color 5. So you shade in 5. Or you can do 5 over 10 or 0.5. Again, the hundreds. This is another example. So this is a little bit different. You're only going to shade in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it's going to be your turn to practice. This is another example for you to practice. And we have to be kind of careful where we're pressing it, because if we press it somewhere we're not supposed to, it's going to take us back to where we started. So how do you say the following decimal? 0.2. It's 2/10. How do you say the following decimal? 0.7, and just wait for them to give you a response. You can do a checking for understanding by using a whiteboard. It's 7/10. How do you say 0.8? 0.08. 8 hundredths. Because remember, this is a hundredth, this is a tenth. How do you say the following decimal? 0.75. 75 hundredths. Let's look at the decimals equivalent. Okay, so we know that 0.9 is the same as 0.90. And 0.3 is the same as 0.30. So now we're going to compare decimal models. So we know that 0.8 is greater than 0.40, and we can compare it because this 0.8 is greater than 0.40. We can look at it by the diagram in the base 10 model. So now we know that 0.6 is less than 0.7. It's smaller. And again, you can ask this question, which one is smaller, which one is bigger? We automatically know that this one is greater. .40 is less than 0.8. 0.50 is greater than 0.3. We can see by the picture as well. So let's say the decimal name of each of the following models is 0.8. 8 over 10, this is 0.54, 54 over 100. 0.2, 2 over 10, and this should be 0.37. And this one is 0.7, 7 over 10. So this concludes the PowerPoint presentation, and if you want to study and get some notes, you can click right here at the blue ball, and you click and you get the note cards. So these are some note cards that you can get. So if you touch it, you get them automatically, and we can open it right now. It's called the Decimal Helper tool. That you can look through it. And it gives you like the study guide of what to expect on in the note cards. As you can see here, this is a note card and this is what it has. So it has step 1, the slideshow will help you understand decimal. Step 2, the instructions on how to use. Please click the start button. It tells you how to use the PowerPoint and how to reset it to press the button start. And you have to click to navigate backwards or forwards throughout the presentation. So please pay close attention to the visuals of the PowerPoint when you're doing your homework. So this just gives you a little bit of how to use the PowerPoint. So now we're going to look at a video. So we're going to get closer. We're going to wait for the video to load, and it's going to play automatically. And I want to sit down to pay close attention to the video. So the video is going to start already. So just remember that it takes a while, depending on the device that you're using. And we're going to make it bigger.
In this video, we're going to focus on multiplying numbers with the... What is 4.6 multiplied by 7? Well, first, we need to multiply 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. So we need to put the first number 2 and carry over the 4. Next, let's multiply 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. We need to add the 4 on top. 28 plus 4, that's 32. Now, notice that we have one number to the right of a decimal point. So therefore, in our answer, we should have one number to the right of a decimal point. So the answer is 32.2. Now let's try another example. Let's multiply 3.9 by 5.6. Feel free to try this one if you want to. So first, let's multiply 9 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. So we're going to write the 4, and then we're going to carry over the 5. Next, let's multiply 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18, and 18 plus 5 is 23. Now let's move on to the 5. Let's multiply 5 and 9. 5 times 9 is 45. So we need to write the 5. But we need to add a 0 first, and then we'll write the 5. Carry over the 4.
Okay, the reason why I stopped this is to show you that some